Glasses, guys. Grab glasses.
Oh, red glasses.
What?
Red glasses.
Are these clean?
Thank you.
Come on in, guys. First part.
The yellow light shining down, the yellow light shining down, the yellow
I'll go for C.
light shining down, the yellow light
Oh, you take
shining
this one. Take this one.
All right, welcome aboard the world famous Universal Studios tour. My name is Justin. I'm going to be your guide today. We're going to be lifting the veil of secrecy behind some of Hollywood's hottest filming locations. Now, before we get things underway, I want to make sure that everyone is prepared. Does everyone have their 3D glasses?
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy
You're going to
birthday.
need these 3D glasses for King Kong Fast and Furious Supercharged only. So you don't have to wear them just yet. Put them in a nice safe place. We'll let you know when it goes on. And we also want to make sure that everyone is safe. If you have a small child at your party whose feet don't touch the floor of the tram, make sure that they're placed towards the center of the row, away from the outer gates. Because if you've never been on the studio tour, who here has been on the studio tour before? No one?
Obi.
Oh my goodness!
Mama,
You
mama.
guys are in for a treat. Oh my goodness. There's
Capture.
gonna be some sense of landlosing, loud sound,
Capture.
fire effects. Taking a picture?
Oh, the back.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a picture of these. All right. Yeah. Make sure that you protect all those loose items they have. There's gonna be rocking. We're gonna be shaking. Sudden tram movements, loud sounds, fire effects, maybe water effects. A lot of very intense but exciting things are going to be happening on the tour. Now, you guys make a great day to come to Universal Studios Hollywood. There's a lot of filming going on. This is a work day, a weekday. We're not just a theme park, we are a real working film and television studio. So because it is a work day, we might be entering a couple of what we call quiet zones, which means there's active filming going on along the tour routes. We're going to be looking out for some blinking red lights, red flags. You never know who you might see here on the studio tour. Some of Hollywood's biggest names come to work here every single day. Now, there is a lot coming on the line, including an episode of Rolling Grace. They're taping an episode of Rolling Grace for the upcoming new season. We're going to be passing by the soundstage where they tape that show. We're also going to be passing by sound stages where they're shooting Good Girls with Christina Hendricks, Superstore with America Ferrera, Voice, another show that shoots here on our line. We've got so much to look forward to. And we're going to be departing very shortly, so sit back, relax. Here we go! Here we go! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we just got the thumbs up. Luckily, everybody, we're heading off on our Hollywood adventure. And right now, I want to introduce you to the man who makes all this possible. He is our driver, Preston. Let's give it up for Preston.
Trevor!
Preston.
All right. Yes, without him, we'd be walking. It'd be a very long tour. And one more person I want to introduce you to. He is our celebrity co-host, star of The Tonight Show, SNL alumni, Emmy Award-winning comedian. You know him, you love Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Wow!
Hi there. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour.
Hey, Jimmy.
I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide
Justin.
and the greatest driver.
Preston.
They're the best. I love it. Even though
Preston.
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, safety is very important here at the studio tour. First, if you need any kind of guest assistance, if you have a medical emergency, you drop something of value off the side of the tram, if there's any kind of audio-visual problem, reach out, grab the red E-cord. It runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, we do ask that you remain seated, keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Now, the studio is private property, and at any time during the tour you do drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord, remain seated on the tram. Now, there is no smoking allowed here on the tour. Be prepared. There's going to be some tram moves, loud sounds, fire effects, water effects. You're going to want to have your cameras up for some great photo ops, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and those around you, we ask that you do not use selfie sticks while on board. No selfie sticks allowed. Now, we celebrate a huge milestone every March 15th here at Universal Studios. March 15th is our birthday, and this year Universal Studios Hollywood celebrated its 103rd birthday. Whoa! We are one of the oldest studios on the planet. And how appropriate as we take you down our timeline. These movie posters you're seeing on both sides of the tram, they represent just a few of the thousands of movies Universal has released throughout the years. Classic movies, Oscar-winning films, blockbusters. Now, at the top of each movie poster, you'll see the year the movie came out and the ever-changing, ever-evolving Universal logo at the very top. That globe, it's gone through many transformations throughout the years. Now, one thing that all of these movies have in common is that a lot of the things you saw in these movies were things that are based around illusions. You guys are going to be seeing lots of examples of that here today in our tour. But just ahead, that is no illusion. That is our studio. We are officially leaving the theme park behind right now. We're entering the front lot of our studio. Now, the front lot is where Universal has most of its sound stages, and the first sound stage you're going to see here on your left-hand side is stage 12.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal front lot. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest sound stage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Oh yes, that soundstage is big enough to hold a football field. It's massive in there. And if you're a fan of The Voice, they are currently in production for the upcoming 15th season of that show. And of course, all the judges, most of the judges, coaches are coming back, including Adam Levine and Blake Shelton, Kelly Clarkson. But Jennifer Hudson, she'll be coming back as a coach for this new season. Look out for her. Now we're passing by sound stages 16 through 20 over here on your left, and if you look over here on your left-hand side, you can see the inside of some of these sound stages. Just see how massive they are inside. Now, the sound stages are where they shoot a lot of the interior scenes to some of your favorite television shows, movies, music videos, commercials, and yes, a lot of your favorite TV shows do film here, including Superstore, which stars Erica Ferrera and Ben Feldman. Now that show shoots inside stages 16 and 17 on your left-hand side. And if you watch the show, you know it takes place in a giant superstore. It's called Cloud 9. The set for that show is so massive. They also occupy stage 21 directly ahead on your left-hand side.
It's hot in here, but let's have some patience for one another.
Yeah, you know, the heat makes us all act.
Your face ain't where it is. It's gonna get pushed.
Whose name is worth more in Scrabble tiles? Uzo Aduba or David Oyelowo?
Yes, and even game shows like Hollywood Game Night with host Jade Lynch, also shoot here on the front lot. Now there's another game show that shoots here on the lot. It is The Family Feud with Steve Harvey. Now if you know anything about Steve Harvey, you know he's a very busy man. You know, he's got several TV shows, he's got a radio show. Well, he's very busy here at Universal Studios because in addition to shooting The Family Feud here on the front lot, he also shoots his talk show, Steve, on stage 1, also here on the front lot. Now, our television history here at NBC Universal dates back many, many years. All the way back, oh, we have a red light, means they're shooting just ahead. Good Girls, show starring Christina Hendricks. I'll see you guys in a few.
Whoa. They're shooting. First man, that was pretty nice. Clear for.
patience in that quiet zone back there for good girls. Now, there's another TV show, another sitcom that shoots here on our lot. It's called The Good Place. It stars Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. That show actually shoots inside Stage 44 on your right. But if you're a fan of that show, I have some good news for you. We're actually going to take you to The Good Place. We're going to take you onto our little Europe sets on our backlot, which is the setting for that show. So if you are a fan of The Good Place, you're going to have a great photo op here on the tour. Now, we're passing by our production bungalows over here on your left, and this is where some of Hollywood's top writers, producers, and directors work. Now, many years ago, these were not offices, though. They were actually dressing rooms. Some of the big movie stars used to work here on the lot. Big movie stars like Jimmy Stewart, Rock Hudson, Doris Day, Gregory Peck. They used to get ready in these little bungalows. They were kind of like little apartments right here on the lot. Very convenient. Now, you know, one of my favorite directors, he worked out of one of these bungalows many, many years ago. He worked out of production bungalow 5195. Now, you'll know it's this particular director's bungalow, not just by the number 5195, but by the famous profile that they put outside the front door, the famous silhouette. Now, it's coming up here on your left-hand side.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes.
Wow.
Got a good eye. Yes, Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense. He used to work out of this little bungalow over here to the left many years. Famed director of Psycho, Vertigo, The Birds. And his offices are currently occupied by the De Laurentiis Company. They brought you the Hannibal series a few years back on NBC with Mads Mikkelsen. Now, two of our newer sound stages are coming up here on the left, stage 22 and 23. Now, stage 22, which is on the left, is where they are shooting Will and Grace. In fact, they're taping an episode in front of a live audience today on stage 23. Wednesdays are usually the taping days for that show. Now, next door to Will and Grace is another sitcom that shoots here on our lot. It's called I Feel Bad. It's from executive producer Amy Poehler, and that show will be coming to NBC this fall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. That is the end of our tour.
Wow!
No pause, not even a little. I thought I did a good job. Yeah, that is the end of the tour of the front lot. I forgot to add that part in. Here marks the beginning of the tour of the back lot. Now, there is so much more to see on the back lot. That's because the back lot is where they film everything outside. Now, you can't really see much on the front lot unless you go inside these sales stages, you see all the sets. But here on the back lot, everything's out in the open. Now, what you guys are seeing over here on your right, these are our Metro sets, where they film everything outside on a large scale. And what you're seeing, these are not buildings. They're what we call facades, the front and sides of buildings. And that's because that's all the camera really needs to see. Let your imagination fill in the rest. Now, some of these sets are also practical, and that means they can film both inside, outside, and what may appear to be brick and stone. That is yet another Hollywood illusion. It's merely foam, rubber, and fiberglass. Now, we're passing by Brownstone Street over here on your right. And Brownstone Street is characterized by the stoops, brownstones you often see in movies, TV shows. I love this montage because you can see just how many times our Metro sets have doubled in different cities, different time periods. In fact, this next area we're going to take you into, it's called Courthouse Square.
Oh, this is the
many different
Back to the Future.
It's all in the same
Back to the
movie.
Future.
Now, how is that possible?
That one.
Oh, yes. Maybe if they had a time machine DeLorean.
Oh my
possible.
God, beautiful.
Yeah, this was Hill Valley, California, and all three Back to the Future movies. Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
It was actually the back lot of the Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax of Back to the Future.
I had scenes up in the clock tower on that lead. Those leads about that wide. And I was standing inside looking at the ledge, and I already had vertigo. I just thought, no way in the world, no way I would stand all that. I was up there for quite a while. Of course, I had a cable.
He stood over there.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, the world is right around the corner here on the back lot. I'm going to prove that to you guys right now. We're going to take you from Hill Valley, California, to New York.
Wow.
In a matter of seconds. Look, we're already there. Milliseconds. Welcome to New York Street. sort of like a mini version New York City. Now, New York Street is the longest street here on our metro sets, and it's also the single most filmed street on the planet. More movies, more TV shows, more commercials, more music videos have shot right here on our New York Street than any other part of the world. Now, speaking of New York, our co-host Jimmy Fallon shoots a Tonight Show in New York City, but it's also the city where he got to start.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got to start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's got mugged over there? That old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like the old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking in. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here at the Universal line.
Oh yeah, so Jimmy's right. Recent productions include American Ninja Warrior. Once again, they shot the Los Angeles edition of that show here at our Metro sets. Also, Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Andy Samberg and Terry Crews. They shot several episodes here at our Metro sets. If you're a fan of that show, you probably heard the good news. It got saved for a 6th season. It's coming to NBC this fall. Now, the cool thing about our Metro sets, it can be any city you want it to be. All you have to do is just change the signs. It can even be a different time period. In fact, you guys might remember our Metro sets as the city of San Francisco in Dirty Harry with Clint Eastwood, doubled as 1930s Chicago in The Sting, for the Oscar-winning film The Sting with Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Well, 1930s New York City was the setting for one of the great scenes in the movie King Kong. Here's the director of King Kong, Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9. I like the concept of just taking the ways that you want to your life and sweep it up to the edge of conflict without coming on the ship you're sailing to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from prehistoric times. Man, what kind of place. So I was thrilled when you remake the Star. Great to have you along for the ride.
back there is actually projected on some of the world's largest digital 3D screens. Those screens inside, they stand over 40 feet tall and 180 feet long. The film itself uses some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. Now, the film was designed by Peter Jackson and his team, Weta Digital. The team at Weta won 6 Academy Awards for their works on Lord of the Rings trilogy, Avatar, King Kong. Now hang on to those 3D glasses. You will be needing them a little bit later on. I'll let you know when to put those back on. Now, you know, one of my favorite parts about getting to work here at Universal is getting to see how they transform these sets for filming. For example, I mentioned all the different cities that our Metro sets have doubled for throughout the years. Well, not too long ago, they transformed our Metro sets into 1960s Baltimore, Maryland for Hairspray Live. A lot of work went into that production. They lit up the facades, they dressed up all the windows, lined the streets with trees, parking meters, traffic lights, traffic signs, and the cars. Did you notice the cars, right? Picture cars, that's what we call them. Picture car is any vehicle that is seen by the camera. Now, throughout the years, Universal Studios Hollywood has amassed one of the most famous collection of picture cars. If you love cars in the movies and TV shows, you're going to want to get your cameras out. You're about to see some iconic picture cars. Including Tom Selleck's red Ferrari from Magnum PI. We have some of the Back to the Future picture cars. And yes, we even have Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble's cars. Flintstone's movie, John Goodman, Rick Moranis, and we have an assortment of picture cars from our biggest grossing film franchise. Oh yes, the Fast and the Furious movies, of course, Vin Diesel, and we even kept one of our spears, one of the spears from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, how many people saw Jurassic World when it came out a few years ago? Did you guys know that a famous musician / restaurateur made a very brief cameo in Jurassic World? I mean, it was so fast, if you blinked, you would have missed him. That's how fast it was. Oh, yes. Take a look at your screen. It was during this attack scene right here. And there he is, that guy, right there in the white hat. See him? With the 2 margaritas in tow. He loves margaritas, that man. Who's that? That is the king of Margaritaville. That's Mr. Jimmy Buffett right there. And look, right there in the background, you see it? His restaurant, boom, Margaritaville. Also made one cameo. Yes, Universal City Walk now has its own Margaritaville, which you can experience later today. Thank you, John Hammond. What an introduction. That's where we're headed right now. We're going to take you into our own little version of Jurassic Park here in the back lot. Now, this is where Universal keeps a lot of the set pieces and picture cars that were featured in the first 3 Jurassic Park movies, including the Mobile Lab. Now, you guys might remember the Mobile Lab from the second Jurassic Park movie, The Lost World. Now, it's over here on your left-hand side. It was featured in this very intense scene where it was pushed off a cliff. Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, and Vince Vaughn's characters inside the Mobile Lab. Now, that scene was eerily reminiscent of what happened to us back there in King Kong. Remember how the T-Rexes ganged up on the tram and pushed us off a cliff? And then we were sort of swinging from... You guys, we have dinosaurs here in Jurassic Park. I'll try to enjoy it. Oh, watch out, Part 2. They don't mean any harm. Those are our Dilophosaurs. We love them. They are messy though. Watch out, Car 3. They do. They love our guests. And we can't forget you guys back here in Car 4. Watch out. Oh yeah. Now, you know, I pointed out the Mobile Lab because I really did want to show you this scene where it's featured. This scene has a great Hollywood illusion to it. And that is that was not a real cliff. That was actually one of our parking structures that they dressed to look like it. Here, try the Mobile Lab. Yes. And there's another illusion that's happening throughout this scene. The rain. It's a great example of how weather effects are often used in film. They bring in the sprinkler system, creates the illusion of rain. following Debbie around. Elvis talking the weather's got me wondering what our forecast is for today. So I'm going to throw things over to Mr. Al Roker from the Today Show.
Hi, everybody. Here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry at 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island Raw. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Like it's raining over there? It's okay, don't be scared.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud of you right now. You survived the flash flood. Weather effect.
Survive it.
Same for Paul Giamatti. Took him out. Okay, you know, Old Mexico, home of the flash flood and many productions throughout the years, including Three Amigos with Steve Martin, The Appaloosa with Marlon Brando, and Old Mexico along the area that we're taking you into right now. It's called 6 Points, Texas. These are our Western sets. These are among the oldest sets still standing on the Universal lot. In fact, some of these sets, including this stable over here on your left, or your right, my left, they date all the way back to the silent era film.
Wow.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot here.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while we're getting good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Or you can count on it, Fallon. Thank you.
This is beginning a beautiful friendship.
We're just gonna talk about it.
All right. Yeah, a lot of classic TV westerns were filmed on these streets as well, including The Virginian, Laramie, Wagon Train. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are approximately at the halfway mark, so I just want to remind everybody to remain seated here on the tour.
Whoa.
The studio is private property, and if you do drop the phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord. I'll be back to assist you, but do remain seated on the tram. Wow. Now, we're passing by a beautiful Park Lake over here on your left. Now, beautiful Park Lake has a very dark past. Let's investigate. This is actually where the creature from the Black Lagoon once lived. And it gets much worse. Oh yes, that is where Norman Bates would stash his victims in Psycho. Wrong. Well, by now you guys get the idea. The world is right around the corner. And, you know, think about it. So far, here on the studio tour, we've been all over the world. We've been to New York, Baltimore, Hill Valley, Chicago, San Francisco, Costa Rica, Mexico, Texas. But you know, we haven't been to Europe yet, right? Until now. Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Little Europe. And Little Europe is great. It can be any part of Europe you want it to be. It's very simple. All you have to do is just change the language on the sign, change the flag. Now, if you're a fan of The Good Place, I hope you have your cameras out. You've arrived.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on, I've never ever seen it. Good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to that place.
Maybe it's not all
very, very deep. This is actually the birthplace of the horror film. A lot of those classic Universal monster movies were filmed on these streets, like Frankenstein, Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein.
It was okay, the monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera, classic. They're just brilliant. That Frankenstein image, Flathead, it's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the universe of horror. I was just mesmerized by it. Boris Karloff, Martin Sheen. I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy would be really scary. It's still ringing in our memories now.
Indeed. Now I mentioned Steve Harvey having a talk show here on the lot. There's another talk show that shoots here on the back lot. We're passing by the set for that talk show on your left, that beautiful country home. That's actually the set for a show called Home and Family, which you can see every weekday on the Hallmark Channel. It's hosted by Debbie Manopoulos.
Modern Family?
Green light. We just got a green light. That means the studio has granted us access to one of the few sound stages here on the back lot. Now, as we head inside, I just want to make sure everybody remains seated. We do not want to disturb anything inside here for continuity's sake. They've been filming a big action movie here the last few weeks. The cast and crew, they're on their break today, but they left behind a lot of their equipment back there in the left. And you can see it's dressed as a subway station. And there's actually a train goes in and out of these tracks over here on the left-hand side. Now, if you, Did you guys know that we just had a little... Oh my goodness, guys, I think there might be the big one! That was our earthquake attraction. It's been part of our studio tour for almost 30 years.
Wow.
And by the way, that was an 8.3 magnitude earthquake. Back there. Now, I want to show you guys something very cool. They actually seamlessly incorporated our earthquake attraction into this episode of Moe's. Check it out.
Wow.
There it is, right? See? It's all in the editing. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a short trip to New England. Welcome to Amity Island. Hey, and disregard that beach closed sign.
Oh, yeah.
They just reopened the beach for us today. You know why? They caught Jaws! Yes.
Oh, yes!
Earlier today, they caught right there on the dock. And by they, I really mean he caught Jaws. My good friend George is in the water right now.
Whoa.
Speaking. Let me tell you about George.
Whoa.
Very interesting man. Very adventurous man. He goes deep sea
Whoa.
diving in his spare time. That's why he's in the water right now. He's also a policeman. That's his boat out there.
Oh!
Shark Jaws! Oh no, guys, don't go. Oh my goodness.
Oh! Oh! Sorry, George.
All right. right, stay calm. We're gonna take you over here by these gasoline tanks where it's safe.
Sorry, George. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Nice.
And we have screamers, I love it. Oh, this is my favorite part. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me you didn't see a big movie star here on the studio tour. That's a legend. That's Jaws. I'm sorry, Bruce. He hates it when I call him Jaws. That is Bruce, the star of Jaws. Hardest
Bye, Bruce.
shark in show business right over there. But you know he didn't know he's worked though, right?
That's why truck didn't wherever you were. They were always saying, the shark is not working. The shark is not working. We just waited around. We just waited. The shark is low enough for wild animals. So I did the shark a lot.
Yes, he does. And by the way, it was director Steven Spielberg who named the shark Bruce after his lawyer. It's a real shark. Now we have several different neighborhoods here on the backlot, including the one surrounding Jaws Lake. That was actually Cabot Cove, Maine, for 12 seasons on Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. Wow! Now we're passing by Elm Street, right over here on your left-hand side.
So nice.
That's where Boo Radley lived. Kill a Mockingbird with Gregory Peck, Robert Duvall. On your right-hand side, that's our Chicken Ranch, Lona's Chicken Ranch, which some of you guys might remember as the best before Alice Peck with Dolly Parton. But since then, it's featured many other productions. A great example of what we call practical set. You can build inside and outside. Now on your left-hand side, the entrance to one of Hollywood's most desired neighborhoods to live in, Wisteria Lane for ABC's Desperate Housewives.
Oh, Vin Diesel's car.
Alright, so Wisteria Lane, Elm Street, these are all your typical suburban neighborhoods, but what happens when you have a script that calls for a setting that's more whimsical, colorful, imaginative? Wow, guys, we've got that covered. Our next stop is Whoville. Whoville.
One of the biggest creative challenges we face on How the Great Story is to bring the stories of the world of Dr. Seuss to life. Some of the most talented artists in Hollywood worked for months to create a living, breathing Whoville. When it was all done, they built an entire city. And the fantasy world of Dr. Seuss became a reality.
Alright, yes, but How the Grinch Stole Christmas filmed here in a live 18 years ago. Jim Carrey and director Ron Howard. It was one of the biggest. They occupied 11 of our sound stages.
Wow.
It's over 2 million linear feet of styrofoam to create the sets for the film. For 9 football fields with artificial snow was used, 1,938 candy canes were on display.
Wow, man. Whoville.
It was perfect. Now, if you guys thought living with the Grinch was bad, well, try living next door to Norman Bates. Just around the corner are 2 of Hollywood's closest store sets still standing. The
Wow.
Bates Hotel and the Psycho House.
Wow, amazing. Whoa.
We all go to the match.
Amazing. Wow, the house over there. Wow.
Right, yes, released back in 1960, Psycho broke all sorts of cinematic taboos. Yeah. Well, there was a shower scene, of course. Janet
home.
Okay, do me a favor. Don't look him in the eye. Just keep your blinders on. I'll be fine. Just
Norman!
take pictures of him.
Mommy's home!
Okay, you guys are on your own. He's got a knife. Okay, what? Oh no. Cars 3 and 4, you might want to watch out. Please don't do this, Norman. Don't. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're fine. Okay. Well, it just keeps getting creepier. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the spectacular plane crash set site. Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an actual 747 jumbo jet that you see over there. It was destroyed specifically for this incredible scene from the film.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
You forget to sit down to talk about the War of the Worlds. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen now. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just get them closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Right. Yes, this is one of the largest sets ever constructed for film, rivaling only James Cameron's Titanic and Cecil B. DeMille's Ten Commandments. Despite the use of these life-size realistic sets, the film featured more than 500 special effects. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are approximately 10 minutes from the end of the tour. We'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull the emergency cord if you need any assistance, and remain seated on the tram at all times. Right now, we're going to take you from the War of the Worlds all the way out here to the great outdoors.
Wow!
And more specifically, this beautiful log cabin. It was featured in the hit comedy The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy. So you guys are probably really wondering what that giant blue backdrop is out there in the distance. That's actually the world's largest freestanding backdrop. And the area right in front of it is called Falls Lake. Now, Falls Lake is where they shoot a lot of those ocean set scenes you see in movies, including this scene for the movie Sully.
Evacuate.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be frank with you. We are in a little bit of a situation right now. We need to hide out. So Preston is going to take us into the Sullivan truck repair. We're going to hide out a little bit. I have a guy named Roman Pierce. He's on standby to let us know what's going on, so just stay calm.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. We brought you in our secret spot.
All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next van and we'll meet you in there.
Alright, you heard Roman and Lenny, put away your cell phones.
Everybody out! It's the FBI! Turn that music off!
party, and what Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Neil, that's right, party's over. You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not. You're under arrest right now. Ladies, let's back up a little bit. Got it. It's like, first of all, I don't work for you. Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for? We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety. Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun. Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family protects you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back. It was on vibrate.
Sean traced us. House can't hold forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
We are going to move to a new safe location for the Jurassic parking lot. And this will be super safe. Those glasses you all have. Put those glasses on and keep seated at all times.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Arms, come to the left. Roman, Lenny, hook him up.
Hit it!
Now we're moving.
You give me the witness turn over and call it a day! The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Find them!
Way to go, Lenny. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Hit the nitrous!
We're not gonna make it!
Wow! Amazing! Amazing, huh, Kobe?
So we got through. Now here is that. Appreciate it.
It's how big the family is strong it is. That's the deal. And you're welcome to join us anytime.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We reached the end of our Hollywood adventure. On behalf of everyone here at NBC Universal, myself, Preston, let's get up for Preston too. Thank you, Preston. And everyone else here, we want to thank you so much for taking the tour. Hope you had a lot of fun. Now, if you guys have any questions about anything, please don't be shy. Stop by, say hi. Again, I'm Justin. I'll be standing at the front of the tram where we park at Unload. Now, to get the most out of today's visit, be sure to download the official Universal Studios Hollywood app. Check out the latest show times and wait times for all of our shows and attractions, including Waterworld, Live SeaWorld Spectacular, and confirm that the park goes tonight at 6 p.m. Well, as we say in the movies, business, that is a wrap. Have a wonderful rest of the day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. We'll see you in the movies.
Woohoo! Thank you!
we
there's
zoom
Doc.
in so you can toss
Doc
those
Brown.
glasses in too. Doc Brown is over there waiting for you too. Yes. Back to the Future Part 2, Doc Brown. Yeah, very cool. Also, make sure you look around, collect all of your belongings, and watch your steps as you hop over those gates. Once again, enjoy the rest of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Thank you.
Ma.
That was good. Namulak ka. Basta kayo po. Gisport sa dinosaur.
Ako yun akong face. Gisport sa dinosaur. Picture with Doc. Come on, picture with Doc. Hurry up. Go first.
We already have a photo with the real Doc.
That's all right.
A photo with the real Doc in Armageddon. Wait, is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.